In this video, I will show you 5 research-backed prompting methods, not hacks. Later, we will combine these techniques with my personal approach, which I call Criticise Me Method. This is not a clickbait. I am confident that by implementing these 5 fundamental techniques, you will have better results than 99% of ChatGPT users. And I don't promise things lightly. Just think about it. If ChatGPT has 10 million unique monthly users and learnprompting.org has reached 100,000 users, it is fair to assume that only 1% of general public who has access to ChatGPT knows these fundamental methods and techniques. Welcome to the 1%. Before we start, I want to share with you one very important point. Less is more. I see people make these 2 mistakes with prompting. They either don't provide enough of instructions or they overcomplicate their prompts. It is crucial to consider the size of your prompt. For example, consider ChatGPT. While prompt can be any text, this request to ChatGPT can use up to 4097 tokens. And those tokens are shared between prompt and a result ChatGPT will give you. So if your prompt is 4000 tokens, the result you will get is only 97 tokens, which is nothing. And if you're asking what is the token, in a super simplified way, it's a limit after which AI forgets. There are a lot of different models and token sizes. ChatGPT uses TextDaVinci 003 latest model with a limit of 4000 tokens or approximately 3000 words. So this is a tokenizer from OpenAI. I copied OpenAI's Wikipedia text, and if we place it, it is way over the limit. And I just want to show you what happens if you do that in ChatGPT. You get a message that it's too long. I saw some people posting that we wrote the whole books with ChatGPT. I can see how it's possible, but yeah, you're probably not going to write a book in one sitting with one prompt. Now that you are smart about your prompt size, let's talk about providing instructions. A prompt can contain information like instruction or a question. It can also include other details, such as inputs or examples. Now, let's look at some examples you can use. One very useful small instruction you can use after your text include TLDR. And basically what it's going to do is going to be providing you with a short summary. Another example I have is personal identifiable information that could be very useful for people working in sales or email marketing. Another little instruction you can use is including adjectives before whatever you want to write. If you can't think of adjectives, you can also ask ChatGPT to list 20 adjectives that go before word story. Using word story provides the best adjectives I found. Another prompting technique is assigning a role to AI. For example, your prompt could start off as you are a doctor or you are a lawyer, and then you ask AI to answer medical or legal questions. I want to show you this really awesome page. You can find probably any role you could think of. It will be here. It's just endless. 3. Standard prompt can be a single question, which I think most use, or in a Q&A format. And if you read research papers, you will see this format used a lot. Q&A format is a useful method to provide more information and prime AI with specific answers you are looking for. 4. Chain of thought prompting. And this is the explain me like I'm 5 version of this. First, show to AI an example of a complex problem you're trying to solve. Explain how you solve it, plus what would be the result. After that, include your complex but similar question. And the model will use the same reasoning you provided to solve now your problem, compared to a simple standard prompt. For example, if you just took your problem and you just provided it without showing an example, this chain of thought method performs 3 times more effective at arithmetic, common sense, and symbolic reasoning tasks. 0-shot chain of thought. Oh my god, it rhymes! Anyway, the whole drill about this one is to include at the end of your prompt, let's think step by step. This tells AI, at least what I understood, to process the reasoning in a step-by-step manner, and that usually leads to more accurate results. Now it's the time to share with you Criticise Me Method. Having a personal AI assistant provide you with ideas is great, but this method allows you to challenge those ideas and tells AI to criticize itself. First part is to provide input and instructions, and whenever you get a result from ChatGPT, now it's a criticize mode. So we ask, I want you to act as a critic, criticize these titles and convince me why they are bad. It will start criticizing its own titles. I want you to pay attention to this because I ask out of these titles which ones it would choose and to rewrite them. And then it does that, but it still continues to criticize its own work. Another approach I did is act as a harsh critic, so remember those adjectives, and provide brutally honest feedback about these email titles. And now it's getting really interesting. It says this title is too generic, or innovative is also a bit cliché. I think it's a good practice in general in life to always challenge your own assumptions or your ideas. I'm very curious to hear how far some of you can take this and what you get ChatGPT to criticize. Check out this video where I talk about this as a profession and provide 5 places where you can start.